Are you a parent who feels like you've tried everything to be able to help your child's chronic health issues, but nothing seems to even provide lasting relief? You're not alone. An alarming 40% of school-age kiddos today are suffering from at least one ongoing health problem, from digestive issues and respiratory challenges to neurological conditions like ADHD and anxiety. Our children are facing an unprecedented epidemic of poor health. But what if there was a common thread underlying many of these seemingly unrelated conditions? A root cause that, when addressed, could unlock your child's innate potential for healing and thriving. When we discuss chronic health issues in America today and ask questions like the ones that I just did, most naturally minded, crunchy parents are there now, going to expect me to discuss the onslaught of toxins and chemicals that are all over within our environment today, especially because we live in Houston, where it's not the most environmentally friendly. But that's not the topic that we're diving into today. Instead, we're going to talk about something perhaps even more toxic than toxins, and that pun is absolutely intended. But this topic is the role that chronic stress plays in creating chronic health issues, even in our kids. We think about stress all the time when it comes to our own health. And when we try to get good sleep or go for walks in nature, or maybe we've even upgraded to be able to battle stress and started cold plunging or bought an infrared sauna or we're taking adaptogens. The truth is that an overstressed and out of balance nervous system is actually the number one thing that's destroying our kids' health too. And not enough people are talking about it. This video is for parents of children who are struggling with chronic health issues, who are searching for answers and solutions beyond just removing toxins and cleaning up the environment. If you feel like you've tried almost everything to be able to help your child heal and they're still struggling, then you've got to watch this video all the way through, because it really does have the chance to truly change your family's life. Parents, in this video, we're going to describe the concept of subluxation or neurostructural shifting. It's a complex neurological dysfunction that can be the hidden culprit behind many of your child's ongoing health challenges. You're going to learn what subluxation is, how it develops, and its far-reaching impact on your child's well-being. When I first got into practice, it was very commonplace for the majority of our new patient families to report to us that they had already exhausted everything modern medicine really had to offer. They'd gone to see all the medical specialists and had all the genetic and other medical testing, tried multiple different medications, and yet their child was still sick and still struggling. So as far back as 5-10 years ago, parents were already waking up to the limitations of conventional medicine when it comes to helping and actually addressing the root cause and help their child heal naturally. So naturally, that's where parents of today have turned to in a major way. Natural health and things like functional medicine. And now today, the majority of new parents let us know that they've tried multiple diet changes, detoxes and vitamins and supplements and neurofeedback, essential oils and various therapies. The list goes on and on. The big thing here is it's so good and so exciting, and often has created some really great changes and improvements within their kids' health. However, nearly every single time these parents report that despite all of this hard work and changing of their entire lifestyle, their children are still struggling with things like autism or ADHD and sensory processing disorder, seizures, anxiety, allergies, asthma, chronic ear infections, gut issues, and so much stinking more. Parents, this simply means that there has to be more going on causing our kids to be sick than simply too many toxins and too many chemicals. There has to be something almost below the surface that not only conventional medicine can't find or can't help, but natural holistic practitioners often miss too. That something is what's called neurological dysfunction or subluxation, and it's likely the most important thing that you've never heard about when it comes to your family's health. So the question that you have for me right now is, what the heck is subluxation? When we talk about subluxation or neurostructural shifting, it refers to a complex neurological dysfunction within the body, characterized by three main components. There's a misalignment, so altered positioning and the alignment within the neurospinal system. There's fixation and restricted motion, so abnormal tension or fixation within these neurospinal segments and regions then leads to reduced range of motion and overall movement. The third is the biggest part, and that's the neurological interference and the imbalance. The combination of this misalignment and restricted movement which alters the way our information is being fed into the brain, or proprioceptive input is fed into the brain, disrupts and alters neurosensory input into our brain, leading to things like interference and imbalances within our nervous system. So when subluxation or neurostructural shifting occurs, it shifts the entire nervous system into sympathetic dominance and often ends up stuck there, which is also then means our parasympathetic rest, relax, regulate, digest side of our nervous system is suppressed or shut down. And when the nervous system gets stuck within this fight or flight sympathetic response, it then starts to pull energy and function and coordination away from other crucial systems within our bodies, like our gut and our digestive system, our immune system, our endocrine or hormonal systems. This imbalance of the nervous system is what's known as dysautonomia, something that more parents and more people deserve to know more about today. Most often, especially for children, the first signs and symptoms of subluxation are not physical, but instead show up as things like difficulty with sleeping, or gut and GI issues like acid reflux or colic and constipation, or even just decreased motility, a change or alteration within their microbiome, and a whole lot more. Or things like immune system challenges like chronic ear infections or respiratory challenges, croup and RSV, or allergies and asthma, and overall just like suppressed or weakened immune response. Along with chronic inflammation, behavior and emotional dysregulation, or sensory overload and sensory processing challenges, tantrums and meltdowns, hyperactivity or impulsivity, or even things like motor challenges like gross and fine motor delays or imbalances, or hypertonicity and weak core and incoordination or speech delays. I know we've been talking about kids, but it shows up similarly in adults as well. So subluxation in us as parents, as adults, shows up in those same ways with our sleep, our gut, our immune system, and our mental emotional challenges, as well as things like chronic tension and headaches and exhaustion. So if you feel like you've tried every single workout, every single yoga class, massage, supplement protocol, diet changes, detoxes, meditation apps, cold plunges, if you've tried all those things yourself and you still can't get healthy, it's likely that the subluxation or neurological imbalance within our body and nervous system are triggering the health challenges as well. The most common and widely overlooked trigger of subluxation and nervous system dysfunction and these chronic health challenges within our children is birth intervention and trauma, such as forceps and vacuums and inductions and epidurals and C-sections. Each of these types of birth interventions puts immense pressure on the delicate nerves and tissues within the brainstem and the upper neck area, especially our vagus nerve, which regulates so many of the basic health functions discussed before, like sleep and digestion, or immune function and behavior or sensory regulation. In addition to birth trauma, the perfect storm of factors that can contribute to the development of neurological dysfunction and subluxation in our children include things like high amounts of stress and anxiety in the fertility and pregnancy journey, the overuse of antibiotics, or exposure to countless chemicals and toxins early within a child's life. Parents, your next step is to find out if you or your child are subluxated or stuck in this sympathetic overloaded state, utilizing the neurological insight scans. Because subluxation does not show up on any traditional medical testing, or even with PT and OT and speech therapy type assessments, it's essential to get your child or yourself into our office for a consultation, and most importantly, our neurological insight scans. These scans take anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes to complete and are a stress test for your child's nervous system, helping us to find subluxation and those hidden in plain sight neurological dysfunctions and imbalances that could very well be the culprit of your child's sleep challenges, the sensory issues, the chronic gut and digestive issues, weakened immune responses, motor and developmental delays, behavior challenges, anxiety, seizures, and so much more. One thing that I tell parents all of the time is that when all other medical testing and going from specialist to specialist to specialist does not find the root cause, it's almost a guarantee that your child is struggling with subluxation and nervous system dysfunction. And therefore, neurologically focused chiropractic care is likely to be the thing that you've been up late at night searching for. Parents, I want you to check the link below or the one in our bio to be able to learn more about our office at Haven Family Chiropractic and schedule those insight scans and consultation in our office. It may just be the thing for your family, for your child.